Hello, this is Tom Cooley with Go Card Connect. I want to thank you for taking a moment to learn more about the integrated payment functionality that Prompt has built into their EMR. Today, we'll cover all that payment functionality. We'll also cover the hardware, pricing, how we all work together, as well as the onboarding process. Stay tuned and hope to answer any questions you may have. We're going to start with the actual Prompt user interface. So when you're in the process of checking your patients in, if there's a copay or balances due, this is the page you'll come to. And from here, you've got several options for accepting credit cards. Swiping the card is going to be the default setting. From this drop-down menu, you are able to enter the credit card manually using the keyboard of your computer, so no device is required. With both those payment options, you have the choice to securely store the card on file for later use, even make it one the primary, so storing more than one card if you'd like. If you do store the card on file, that's going to be available from this drop-down menu the next time you see your patient. But once you have your payment type queued up, you're going to hit check in. That's what's actually going to charge the card and post that payment into Prompt. If your patient's going to swipe the card, hitting check in is what wakes up that integrated device that Prompt is integrated with. These devices both have the exact same functionality. The only difference is how they connect to the internet. The Lane 2500 connects exclusively via Wi-Fi. The Lane 3000 exclusively via Ethernet. They both work the exact same way as I mentioned. Once you do hit check in, the devices will wake up. They'll prompt the patient to confirm the dollar amount. Patient will tap, swipe, or dip their credit card right on the device. Once they've completed the transaction, that payment will be posted automatically to the patient's account in Prompt. All transactions will deposit the next business day at 100% value of the transaction amount. And you do have detailed reporting available both in Prompt as well as our backend CardPoint, both individually and by location. So you're able to get access to the data you need easily. Now, also included with the integration with Prompt is the ability for you to send email or text-to-pay patient statements with clickable payment links. So from Prompt, if you have any patients with outstanding balances, you can choose one or all those patients, send them a customizable email or text message. Your patients will receive a notification. When they follow this link, it's going to take them to the Prompt patient portal login page where they can enter their email, date of birth, and they can view and pay their patient balances online in real time. Now, also included with the integration with Prompt is the ability for you to add an online bill pay button to your website. Team Rehabilitation is a customer of both Prompt and ours, and they've added this online bill pay button for their website so patients can pay their bill online. Following this link takes you to the Prompt login page, very similar to the email or text to pay, where patients can view and pay their balances directly online with those patient balances going directly towards the patient's account. Now, the last piece I don't have an image for is the Prompt kiosk. The Prompt kiosk is enabled with payment functionality as well. Your patients are able to manually enter payments directly in the Prompt kiosk when they're checking in, or they can choose from a stored card on file that they've stored in the past. Both those payment options are available directly in the Prompt kiosk, and there's no additional hardware required. Now, I also want to cover the pricing. This is the pricing schedule. It's our standard pricing model. We do also offer a complimentary review of your current merchant processing statements. We understand all merchant service providers bill a little bit differently. So we like to take a look at your current merchant processing statements so we can view your actual processing transaction activity, how you're billed, and we can compare that against exactly what we're going to be showing you right here. The way our fee structure works is very simple. If your patients are paying in person, they're tapping, swiping, or dipping any card, the fee is simply going to be 1.95% and 15 cents per transaction. If the card is not present, meaning manually entered, cards on file, anytime you're using a secure cards on file, or you're collecting via email, text to pay, or that hosted payment page, online bill pay button on the website, those are all going to be billed at 2.95% and 15 cents per transaction rate. Other than that, you just have a flat $10 a month CardPoint platform fee. I may have mentioned earlier, but CardPoint is the name of the platform that Prompt integrated with for the payment functionality of their software. It's also your secure vault. Each transaction you process is encrypted and tokenized at the source. So you qualify for the easiest PCI self-assessment questionnaire called P2PE. Simply stands for point-to-point encryption and tokenization. And all it means is you never see or have access to any sensitive data anywhere in your network, neither you nor Prompt. Validating your PCI compliance is very easy. We actually recorded a YouTube video that walks you through that PCI questionnaire. Our video is 4.5 minutes long, so it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes. If you have more than one location, you only have to do it for one location, and we can link all additional locations to that primary. So you're only validating a single merchant ID on an annual basis, no quarterly or IP scans. Now, also, I just want to point out our agreement does have a 3-year term, but in the agreement, you'll notice that that the penalty for canceling prior to that 3-year term is $0. We do this as a commitment to both the physical therapy community and Prompt, as we understand that business needs change over time. Perhaps Prompt isn't a good fit for your practice, or perhaps we're not a good fit for your practice. But in any case, we don't want to lock you into a term that's inconsistent with your business goals. And a cancellation policy is very liberal as a result of that. All we need is a 30-day notice with an email, and email is fine. So just send us an email notification 30 days prior to needing to close your account. We're happy to close your account without penalty. Now, I also want to point out that we have onboarded every Prompt user that's currently using the integrated payment functionality in Prompt. We've reviewed the merchant statements for each of these processors. We've demonstrated that our fees are less expensive, and the payment functionality that's built into their EMR is going to significantly improve both your collection rate as well as your operational efficiency. This is evident specifically from practices that are migrating from systems where they're manually posting payments into their EMR, integrating with utilizing an integrated payment functionality has proven to increase metrics everywhere that you're measuring them. Now, in regards to devices, I do want to point out there are 2 devices available. The Link 2500, as I mentioned, connects exclusively via Wi-Fi. It also has a rechargeable battery. The Lane 3000 connects exclusively via Ethernet. It also has a dedicated power source. This is our recommended device simply because of that constant connection to the internet and to power. If you do need a Wi-Fi device, Link 2500 is great. Just make sure you've got a solid Wi-Fi signal near your front desk. Either device, you're able to purchase or rent these devices. The purchase does come with a 1-year warranty, and the rental includes free replacements and upgrades for life of your merchant relationship. On a side note, in regards to the longevity or the lifespan of these devices, the primary driver for device upgrades is payment technology changes. So these devices accept all payment types that are currently being used in the marketplace today: tap, swipe, dip, chip with tapping with the card, or tap with Apple Pay or Google Pay. All those payment functionalities work. If new payment technology is introduced, then we'll have new devices to support that. But we do have devices, the predecessors to these devices. We do still have these in the market for 5+ years. They may not have the tap to pay functionality, but the swipe and the dip is still working perfectly. So point is, there's really no mechanical parts to these devices that would cause them to malfunction or to stop working. And they tend to be supported for many years, with the driving factor of change being the payment technology requiring device upgrades. So that being said, I wanted to shift focus really quickly over to CardPoint. CardPoint is the name of the platform that Prompt is integrated with for the payment functionality in their software. It's also the first step in activating your account. We'd go ahead and send you out the merchant application for CardPoint. You'd fill it out with your tax ID, bank account information, all relevant details for your account. Once you click to agree, we're able to build and send the devices. They do arrive plug and play with complete instructions. So your entire onboarding process, once you have your device in your hand, should not take more than 10 or 15 minutes. But I want to walk through CardPoint really quickly because there are some specific things that you will need to come here to do. The first will be validating your PCI compliance. That will be done here in the My Account tab. You'll see a banner here that says your account is currently listed as PCI non-compliant. Click here to get compliant, and you can follow the video to finish those instructions. Under the reporting tab, you do have real-time transaction detail reporting directly from Prompt. This is also where you're able to process voids or refunds. The process is the same way. Just search for the transaction using a date range. You can sort by location. You can even narrow it down by the dollar amount. But once you find your transaction in question, you can choose that transaction. Excuse me, let me choose one that we can refund. You can't refund a refund. So we'll choose this one. Voids are available the same day. Refunds are available for up to a year. And if you do choose refund, you are able to do partial refunds just by editing the dollar amount. Now, also included in the CardPoint backend is a virtual terminal. This is a great use case for the CardPoint virtual terminal would be virtual payments you receive from insurance providers or virtual reimbursements or remittances. Sorry, I don't know why that's hard for me today. But in any case, anytime you get a reimbursement or you receive a virtual credit card or if somebody wants to pay for products and services that you want to keep outside of prompt, you are able to use the CardPoint virtual terminal to manually enter those transactions. You just need to include the name on the card as well as a dollar amount to choose process transaction. Just keep in mind, you have real-time transaction detail reporting directly from prompt in the reporting tab, but anything you do here in CardPoint, prompt doesn't know about it. So if you do process a void, refund, or process a virtual payment from an insurance provider, just make sure that you manually post that payment back into prompt. A couple other use cases here. You are able to add as many users to this platform that you need to. So user access is real easy. There's either standard or admin. Standard users let you pick and choose that functionality for that specific user, or you can make that user an admin, which grant that user access to the entire platform, including adding and removing users. Lastly, support is built in with a ticketing system, allows you to communicate directly with our support team. We really recommend this for institutional type changes like a bank account update or legal update. For all other payment related services, specifically related to prompt or the payment functionality that's built into their EMR, we suggest you reach out to our team. We're your primary support team. We're going to be here throughout the onboarding process to make sure the onboarding process is smooth. You get your devices in plenty of time, and you understand all the tools you have access to. Our support group here is dedicated exclusively to the Prompt EMR integrated product. So this is a shared email between many eyes. So that's going to be a really quick way to get any answer you'd like to use. We also do have AI support that's available for you to search our database, answering many questions you may have during your onboarding or even beyond. But I wanted to thank you again for your time today. My name again is Tom Cooley, and we definitely look forward to working with you. Thanks again.